All right, so we're diving deep today into something really special in the world of sports.
Yeah.
Alex Ovechkin chasing down Wayne Gretzky's all-time NHL goal record.
It's huge.
It's absolutely massive. And it's not just hockey fans who are glued to this thing. This is something the whole sports world is watching.
For sure. It's captivating everyone.
And we've been digging into the latest news, all the analysis, to really unpack this.
Absolutely.
So our mission here is to go way beyond just the headlines and really understand how big this moment is.
Right.
The incredible journey that's gotten Ovechkin this far and the whole backdrop against which it's playing out.
Yeah, it's not just about him passing a number. This is about potentially rewriting the record books.
Totally. And I think that's what makes it so captivating.
Definitely. And the sources we're looking at really highlight the excitement around it.
Okay, so let's break this down. Ovechkin right now is sitting at 886 career goals.
That's mind-blowing.
It is Wayne Gretzky, the legend, is at 894.
Wow.
And with only 16 games left in the regular season.
It's getting close.
It feels like a matter of when, not if, this record falls.
The tension is palpable.
Right. And Ovechkin's scoring so consistently lately that, yeah, you got to think he's going to hit it.
The odds are definitely in his favor. Plus, the NHL's actions are speaking volumes.
Oh, they absolutely are. We're seeing reports that Wayne Gretzky himself is expected to be at games as Ovechkin closes in on the record.
That's incredible.
Commissioner Gary Bettman, too.
No way.
Yeah, that level of attention from the NHL's top brass really tells you how much weight they're putting on this.
They know they could be watching history in the making.
Totally. And having Gretzky the record holder and Bettman the commissioner there, it just elevates the whole thing.
Absolutely. It highlights how this achievement spans generations of hockey.
And they're even planning a huge in-arena celebration for goal number 895.
That's a statement for sure.
It is. We've even got a quote here from John Weinstein, the NHL's chief communications officer. He said, Alex Ovechkin's pursuit of the NHL's all-time goal-scoring record is a major milestone, not just for hockey, but across the entire sports world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Right.
It's bigger than just hockey fandom.
For sure. It's athletic, excellence, unwavering dedication, and a record that stood for decades possibly being broken.
It's incredible.
All right, so let's dive into what's fueled this incredible journey for Ovechkin.
Right.
It's not just the number of goals, it's the sheer variety and how he scores.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking those acrobatic highlight reel goals,
Amazing.
jaw-dropping individual efforts.
For sure.
And of course, that iconic one-timer from the power play.
Oh, man.
Teams have tried to stop it for years.
To no avail.
Exactly. And that's a crucial element.
Yeah, it's not just quantity, it's quality and the constant threat he poses.
And the stats are staggering. 9 50-goal seasons.
9.
Reaching 40 goals 13 times.
That's unheard of.
That kind of offensive production over such a long career is incredibly rare in any sport.
It really is.
It's fascinating to compare that to Gretzky's scoring.
Okay.
Gretzky exploded early on. Those seasons with 92, 87, 73, and 71 goals were unreal.
Unreal.
Ovechkin's been more about this incredible longevity and consistency deep into his career.
It's a different kind of dominance.
Exactly. Gretzky's scoring did slow down later in his career. He averaged about 20 goals in his last 4 seasons before retiring in '99.
Right.
Ovechkin's still playing at an elite level in his late 30s.
It's wild.
It speaks to his physical condition, his dedication, and his understanding of the game.
For sure. What do you think about that contrast in their career paths?
It makes you wonder about the different eras they played in.
Yeah.
The game's changed a lot.
It has.
And it's almost spooky to think about how some things outside of hockey might have even changed the timing of this chase.
How so?
The lockout-shortened season in 2012-13, and then those pandemic-affected seasons.
Right.
Who knows how many more goals he could have scored in those missed games.
Yeah, he might have gotten here even sooner.
Exactly. Those lost games and the schedule changes definitely affected his totals.
It adds a whole other layer to this.
It does. We can only guess what those numbers might have been, but it's interesting to think about.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget about his resilience. Earlier this season, he broke his left leg.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And he only missed 16 games.
That's incredible.
That toughness and determination to get back on the ice, especially with this record in sight.
It shows his competitive fire.
It really does. To come back from that injury at this point in his career.
Yeah.
And with this focus, it's just amazing.
It's a testament to his mental toughness and how much he wants this record.
Totally. It's almost like a paradox, right? There were times when people thought he was slowing down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like in 2016-17 when he only scored 33 goals.
Right.
Some wondered if he was past his prime.
Yeah.
But then he explodes again with 148 goals over the next 3 seasons.
He proved everyone wrong.
It's like he finds another gear when you least expect it.
What do you think fuels those resurgences?
I think it shows his ability to adapt and keep his game sharp.
Makes sense.
He's constantly finding ways to be effective to adjust his approach and maintain that scoring touch.
He's not complacent.
Not at all. And his 9th 50-goal season in 2021-22 was a huge statement.
It was.
Then in the last couple of seasons, he passes Gordie Howe for second all-time with 42 goals in 2022-23.
Right.
And another solid 31-goal season last year.
Yeah.
It's been this relentless climb up the record books.
It really puts in perspective how long Gretzky's held that top spot.
Exactly. He passed Howe way back in March of 1994.
That's almost 30 years.
It is. For Gretzky to hold it that long and for Ovechkin to be on the verge of breaking it,
Yeah.
it just shows how rare this kind of scoring dominance is in hockey.
For sure. It highlights the exceptional careers of both these players.
All right, so as we're looking at this potential record-breaking moment,
Yeah.
our sources bring up a broader context that we can't ignore.
What's that?
The ongoing war in Ukraine following Russia's invasion in 2022.
Right. And Ovechkin's past support for Putin, including that Instagram profile picture of them together,
Yeah,
it adds another layer to this for a lot of people.
it definitely does.
Yeah.
These big achievements don't happen in a vacuum.
Right.
They're tied to world events and the personal histories of the athletes.
And the NHL, through Deputy Commissioner Bill Daley, has addressed this.
Okay.
They emphasized Ovechkin's positive contributions to the league over 2 decades. And they said they don't think his nationality should diminish his accomplishments.
So they're going to celebrate this milestone.
They are.
Interesting. What's really interesting is the contrast with some of the recent criticism directed at Wayne Gretzky in Canada over his ties to Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Issues around trade and comments about Canada becoming the 51st state have sparked some backlash.
It shows how even sports legends can face scrutiny for their associations.
It does. It raises the question of how we balance celebrating athletic achievements with the personal and political views of the athletes. And it's really important as we talk about this to just present these viewpoints as they are in our sources without taking sides ourselves.
Totally. It's a reminder that public figures in sports can be judged differently based on their connections and what's happening in the world.
Exactly. So as we look ahead to this potentially historic moment, what are the key takeaways from our deep dive?
Well, the main story is definitely one of amazing athletic achievement. Ovechkin's about to break a record many thought was untouchable.
Yeah.
His journey's been marked by longevity, consistent high performance, and the variety of ways he scores goals.
He's overcome injuries, defied expectations of slowing down, and navigated all these outside factors to get to this point.
It's remarkable.
And this is all happening against this complex global backdrop.
Right.
It sparks these important conversations about sports politics and personal beliefs.
It goes beyond just the numbers on the scoreboard.
Totally. It makes us think about the bigger picture and how we view these achievements through different lenses. So here's a final thought for you to consider.
Okay.
As we watch this next chapter of hockey history potentially being written,
Yeah.
how do we as fans handle this collision of incredible athletic talent with the realities of the world?
It's a good question.
How do we celebrate sporting greatness when the people involved might have beliefs that are very different from our own?
That's something to think about.
It is. It's a question worth pondering as we watch history unfold. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
You got it.